I don't know if I really want to make this video, to be honest. I'm making this video only for some friends of mine. And for some people that they're asking, especially what I'm driving. And another one thing why I'm making this video is for these guys that it does make any sense to me when they're putting so many kgs on the column, especially when you have a Mercedes or BMWs or, these kind of cars. Before I go outside and show you this, prepare yourself, it's gonna be waste of your time, all right? You might get something from this video, but mostly it's gonna be waste of your time, all right? The M157, let's make also an update at the same time. I don't have a fucking clue what kind of title I'll come to this video. Never mind, the M157 still waiting for the studs. 113K, I have lapped all the valves. Intake, exhaust, I have to go to wash the cylinder heads for final and then mount the valves with a new valve seals that over there. Alright, fair enough. This is the AC compressor from the R8 that I already changed it, and this is the old oil. This is for the customer, it's not for me. The Jaguar block waiting for the studs, for the bolts. Okay, the rest of the parts are here. And this is the 113K that I drill the crankshaft to put the aftermarket damper pulley. Now, let's do this video. Let's go out. I'm thinking, let's go out. Should I put this on the video? Should I stop here and go home? Fuck it, screw it, no worries. What car I'm driving? Some people, they think that I'm driving a car that's burning, let us say, 20 liters every 100 kilometers, and I'm stuck in the traffic, let us say, with a car that it's high performance, or let us say that here in this country, you're going with the speed limit. You cannot exceed the speed limit because there's a traffic cameras. And since 2012 that I'm here, I don't even have a single ticket on the traffic camera, speed camera, or whatever, even for a parking. So, nope. I'm gonna show you. I'm driving the company car. And what's the company car? This is this nice dragster. This nice dragster. Now, why I have it with open doors? Because I had it outside on the sun, and inside's boiling. Why we get it black? Because that's what we found. It's a used car. We get it a used one. Now, let me show you a couple of modes. All right. Has a K&N filter. Why has a K&N filter? It's washable. You get it you purchase it once, and then you keep washing. Not for performance. It's not for performance. Forget about that. This is for fuel efficiency. With the 50 liters of petrol, I make more than 750 kilometers. Okay. So, yeah, you hear that correct. With the 50 liters of petrol, I make almost 750 kilometers. I can go even more. What I have done here, like I said, BMC air filter, aftermarket battery here, it's 4 months, not even 4 months, less than 4 months. Then the coolant that it comes on the throttle, obviously I bypass it. Here in this country, it doesn't make any sense to have a hot coolant going to the throttle. Alright, then an oil catch can. Every second oil change, I'm emptying it, it collects less than a finger. Oil level is always perfect. Oil service every 5,000 kilometers. Cruising at 2,100 RPMs, CVT transmission, and what I did with the CVT, I'm gonna tell you what I did with the CVT. I have anything else to show you here? No, nothing. There is nothing. I gap a little bit the spark plugs. I have closed the gap. It's at 0.9, the index of the spark plugs, because it's a little bit more fuel efficient with this way. All right. This one here, you see this map sensor. This is for the ambient temperature. This is from the ECU. I have a reason why I'm showing this, because you're gonna see that later inside. So, what do we have? Nothing. Here, front all good. Yes, finish from here. Let me stop this one. I was willing to tell you something. Oh boy. Not the throttle. Ah, yeah, for the CVT. Yeah. Wait. I'm changing the oil on the CVT every 20,000 kilometers. All right, because it's CVT. All right, and I found this one. The last time I used this, it's not been sponsored by any means. All right, I bought it. I bought it from Amazon, to be honest. And it says that it's running much more smooth. And okay, fuel efficiency and all these things, but it does run more smooth, the transmission. It doesn't sound like the winning sound that's doing the CVTs and all this bullshit. No, you don't hear nothing. When I use this one, I was not expecting. I said, okay, it might help, it might not help. It might be exploded and I might need a transmission. So what? Okay. So I use it and trust me, it's good. Like I said, every 20,000 kilometers, CVT oil, throwing 2 filters, the primary filter down, that's just a screen, and the small filter changing with a gasket for the oil pan, for the transmission pan, and that's it. Then, because I hate to have a sound, all right, I have dressed it with some rubbers here, and also on the bonnet front. I'm not showing the bonnet because the bonnet is not, it does have a good alignment. It's a company car, okay. I have dressed it with a couple of seals here and there, and it's reduced the sound, and I put some insulation, and it's nice and silent. You don't hear nothing. Then brake pads, brake rotors. I mean, I might change it after 10 years because I'm not using brakes. They're still new, and I have 20,000 kilometers, and if you see, the brake pads are new. The tires, second week of 24. To be honest, I put it a month ago. Okay, it's a Continental, yeah, in all 4 rims, obviously. The tire pressure monitor is working fine. Is it still hot? Yes, it's still hot. Now, what I'm carrying with me, don't pay attention to that, this is for the sun when sitting outside the car. What I have with me, I have a fire extinguisher. It's 4 months old, this one, yeah. I have to change it. Either I'm gonna send it for to check it or whatever. I have some insulations for the sound. I have put also behind of this one because I hate the sound when I'm driving. We have cables to jump start the car. You have a jacket just in case. All right. You have first aid kit. You have an air pump if you need. You have a fire blanket. Don't ask me why. I put it inside. Okay. We have a triangle here. Some gloves just in case, and I have also this one. This is to repair any tire or something, just in case. So let's put this back again. Finish the story. The fire extinguisher, like I said, it's good, nice. And I have dressed it also with this mat, what you see, this foam. For this reason, you know, to don't have any sound, to don't make any... Oh, come on. It's a cheap car, but it has very good fuel efficiency. That's the first one. Second, it gets only 4 liters of oil. It's not expensive, the maintenance. So it doesn't matter how many kilometers you're gonna put on the car. Plenty of space. It drives nice. I mean, okay, it does have handling, but it drives nice. You have also the racing sticker. This sticker another 10 horsepower, just there. So, full LED everywhere. Front LED, Philips, rear LED, everywhere. Good LEDs. Why? Because the alternator, it's not sucking so much from the engine power. That's why I can go down to 5.8 liters per 100 kilometers on this car, easily. On the highway, easily. Yeah. So, then, let's go inside. I put also this for the dashboard, because here in this country with the sun, it's... here in this country with the sun, it's cracking usually the dashboard, and I don't want to crack it. It's beautiful, it's nice. I want to stay like this. Once again, yes, a company car, but doesn't say anything. 160,000 kilometers by front camera. All right, this is for the garage door on the rear view mirror, so to open automatic the garage door when I'm going home. I don't have to make anything. There is a rear camera. All right, and I have a double mat here to don't make it dirty. Here it's the OBD. All right, you see that the OBD is empty, right? So let's start it. Let's start also the air condition because here inside has some heat. Nice, nice. Hi there. It was the camera. See my average speed, 47 kilometers per hour. So what do we have here? This is the air condition actually that's running. This is the Torque Pro. I have this app, I don't know how many years. I don't even remember when it was the first time, 2008. And that time I was using it with a small OBD. With one OBD that was, I don't know, $5, €5, something like that. Now here I'm using the obdlink. It's very good. It's with a USB. You can use with the Torque Pro. What I have done here, what I have here. Don't pay attention all of this. I'm not watching the screen, and I'm gonna explain. One second to reduce a little bit the fan. Let me turn on the light. And 1 second. Let me show you what's going on here. All right. You have engine RPMs. Okay, when you accelerate, you can see there, and you can see there. It does have a delay. So you have engine RPMs, you have speed. Now it's the GPS. Don't ask me why it's showing 6 kilometers. I'm not moving at all. If I go outside, how many satellites? 4 satellites logged, 5 visible, precision 15 meters. That's why. When I go out, you're gonna have more. It's 5:10, 10 minutes after 5, July 6, 2024. All right. This is from the trip, the kilometers, how much it's city driving, highway driving, idle. After 90 kilometers, it's considering as a highway driving. Trip time, moving, stopped. Then RPMs, kilometers. He found more satellites and went 0. Manifold pressure, intaker temperature, barometric pressure, 14.36 psi. This is the map sensor that I showed you earlier that was near to the battery. That's from where it gets the signal. I can trigger it this one, I can fool it this one, or I can put a pipe against the airflow. This is different story, but I'm not gonna do it. Short-term fuel trims, currently minus 0.78%, minus 1%. Long-term fuel trims, minus 6.25%. It's cutting fuel. Air fuel ratio, this is the measured, and the air fuel ratio here is the commanded. All right. Here it's better? Yeah, here it's better probably. Then EGT, exhaust gas temperature from the oxygen sensor. Air temperature, this is the air temperature here in the car. Mass flow sensor, how many grams per second. Volts from the control module. Volumetric efficiency, engine load, fuel, 27%. Yeah, this is getting from the ECU. Engine oil temperature, coolant temperature, GPS altitude, minus 49 meters. It's not right, it's not accurate. How many satellites has? 6 logged, 6 visible. Yeah, okay. When I drive outside, it's much more accurate. Timing advance, this is ignition timing. This is a throttle. This is the pedal position. See, when you cannot see my foot. When I accelerate here, that's the throttle, and this is the pedal. That both of them, this, when you make ignition on, it's at 5 degrees. It's not percent, it's degrees. Because it's 5 degrees, it starts from 5 degrees. Since it cannot close completely the throttle, it's staying a little bit like that, obviously. And when you're full throttle, it goes up to 92 degrees. The same thing also for the pedal. Did I forget something? No, I have the clock here, and like I said here, this, if I move the car, it's supposed to start. Yes, you see, you have to move the car. I was saying how much it was moving. This is the rear view camera, the reverse camera. Yeah, that's the reverse camera. 1 second. Okay, let's put on parking, let's put the handbrake. You see, city, idle, stop, moving, trip time, trip, how much I get moved. All right, but that's not the case. What can you do here? You don't even have to see all these things. It's not. What can you do? You can click here, screen recorder. Okay, then you have this. Then you're going back again to the torque. All right, you're coming here and you start recording the camera, what you see. And now it's recording. It's recording exactly what you see here. And has also time. Guess what else has time? This camera has time. Actually, it has also sound. It's recording the sound from the device and the microphone. If I stop it, oh boy, I have internet and it's throwing ads. Yeah. Okay. So this is the one. Let's put some sound. You can hear me talking. It has also time. Guess what else has time? This camera has time. This actually has also sound. It's recording. Guess what else has time? This camera has time. Actually, it has also sound. So it's recording the sound from the device and the microphone. Come on, shut up. Fuck up, stop. That's the thing that you don't need to have your eyes on this one. You are just recording and then you revise, you see again what's going on. Then with the time that you have here, you can go to, oh come on, sometimes my finger is not working. You're going to here and now you can see Omar. Stay there. We can see him through the camera. It's a very expensive camera. It's the cheapest that I can find. Stay there. Thank you. I'll take a look, Omar. Oh, come on. Yep. So that's Omar. There you go. Come. And this is the rear view camera. This is back. This is this one. Omar, he's passing behind. So what's the point? You can see exactly, because this is recording all the time, all right? You see the time down here, you see the kilometers, and it has also GPS, this camera. But in any case, you can synchronize what you see on this camera with the Torque Pro when you're recording this screen, because this is recording on the device, this is recording on this one. So you can see exactly if you was accelerating, how much ignition timing, how much the engine load, how much fuel you had, let us say, how much there was the altitude. Again, when I go out, it's much better. Okay, how much was the exhaust gas temperature sensor. For the Nissan, for the specific car, it's pointless. It's pointless from the point that where we're gonna help you this one. If something go wrong with the master flow sensor, it get burnt and it goes to the default in open loop, then you're gonna know it's a master flow sensor or the map sensor. Or let us say if there's a problem with the oxygen sensor, you're not gonna read right. As an example. If there is any problem with the intake air temperature sensor, you can find it from here. If there is any problem with the coolant temperature sensor, or let us say you can compare it. What I have done, I have recorded the trip from my house to the work and from the work back to my house when the temperature, the ambient temperature was 18 degrees at night, because I'm following the same route all the time. So I can do that. I have to do it again actually on the summer, and I want to compare how much ignition timing it's giving, how much the grams per second it's from the master flow sensor, and in general to see what's going on, what's the difference. You can do that with air condition on, with air condition off. You can see the cold air intake, if it is a cold air intake, because you want to see, as an example, now inside the garage has 37 degrees. Usually what's happening when I'm going on the highway and I'm cruising with 110 kilometers per hour, the intake air temperature, it's exactly the same like the ambient temperature. If it's, let us say, 37 outside, 37 I have on the intake. But now currently, because the car is standing, it's the intake air temperature is much higher. That's normal, all right? You can see also for the, not on the natural aspirated, doesn't matter the barometric pressure, the atmospheric pressure, okay? I mean, if you go out to the mountain, or if you're at the sea level, on the turbocharged car, and if you are on the limit with the tune, it matters. You can see the boost here. This car is natural aspirated, like I said, it does have a boost. It has only the vacuum. But how I connect it? With the obdlink, like I said. 1 second, turn off the fan. Nice, turn off the fan. Beautiful. You see that? Current 6.2, best 5.4. Yes, I can make it 5.4. That's why I'm saying to some friends of mine that, you know what? We can make a race if you want. We're gonna use only 5 liters of petrol. Let's see who's gonna reach farther. Me, I'm gonna be on the speed limit. Cruise control. Now, like I said, how I'm doing that? You see, the OBD, it's free. It's nothing connected to the OBD. Let's go inside to show you how I'm doing it. It's very simple. And I'm not draining the battery. Why? Let me take it out to show you. I'm doing it with this. You plug in the OEM here, the OBD, all right? Then I plug this one on the position from where I remove the OEM, and here I plug in the OBD link. But what's the difference here? I cut this cable, the number 16 pin, this one, this pin here, this cable, 1 second, I cut this cable, and this cable now, it gets ignition on. That means when you make ignition off, the OBD, this OBD, it does have electricity. This OBD, it has electricity, this is normal. You see that first it gives priority here, and then from here it goes here. So the OBD link I have connected here. And like I said, I cut this cable, and here I give ignition on. So only when you have ignition on, it's energizing the OBD link, and you can read it. That's the way how I did it. Now, I have tried before couple of OBD link of OBD to ELM, but it's nothing compared to the OBD link with a USB. It's much better. It's the refresh rate, it's amazing. All these, they have delay. This one, this was the first one, this one and this one, it was the first that I bought back in 2007. It's not the same one, this is newer. It's the same probably, but this was back in 2007. I get this too. I tried both of these two. Yeah, okay, it's working somehow. But like I said, with the OBD link, super happy. This is, like I said, this is just extension. It's 1-to-1. It's not crossover, it's not something crazy. It goes down for cheap, and you still have the OBD to connect for diagnosis, for whatever you want. And it's much more clean. You don't have something down there, plugged in. That's it. Now, if you find this video helpful, that's the K&N filter that I have. 2409, 322409, and inside here I have the stocker filter, just in case. So if I want to wash the other one and I'm waiting to dry, I can put the stock one, and that's it. This is the original camera, the rear view camera, because I found from Amazon one camera exactly the same like this, with the same points where it has the holes, and I exchanged it. But I have the original, and I have also the original radio, because like I said, it's a company car, it's not my car, all right? But it's silent, it's not spending petrol. You maintain the with the cruise control, the speed limit nicely. You can hear some music while you're doing all these things. So instead of having a Mercedes and adding kilometers and spending petrol, I prefer to have this one. It's amazing for me. Like I've said before to my friends, no, I refuse to drive something under of the sun. I mean, when you go on the 611, there are some tracks that they're filling some small stones, and you hear it on the car. If you see the windshield, how it looks like, it's full of stupid things. No, I'm not following up close the tracks, but it doesn't matter. In any case, that's what I have to say. I hope that I didn't waste your time. This you can find in Amazon, everything you can find in Amazon. The Torque Pro, you can find it on the App Store. Not for iPhone, not for Apple, I think, only for Android, if I remember right. I might be wrong. Maybe it is also for Apple products now. Before it wasn't. Now I don't know if it is. So this you can do it even with one tablet. You can do the same thing with one tablet. You can download an application to record the screen. You can put it with a how to call it. 1 second, let me find it. That's what I'm talking about. You can get one adapter from USB to USB-C and to put the OBD link through this one and connect it to the tablet. You have the Torque Pro inside. You have one software. You have a software for the recording the screen. You have the Torque Pro, and you can do the same thing. Now, the specific, the Nissan, he has these channels because it's a 4 cylinders. I cannot show you bank 1, bank 2, primary and sensor. I can see also the secondary, but it doesn't matter. I can read the voltage. The PID is what has there. The oil temperature, it's a custom PID. I found it online and I put it because you can put extra to monitor. There are so many. You have to search for it. All right. Yeah, it's not costing that much. I mean, if you have already a tablet or a Android app or something, how it's called this one, to get the OBD link, how much it is? It's $100, I think, but it's worth it. Trust me, it's worth it. No, less than $100. The Torque Pro, it's something like 15 dirham, $5 here in this country, and this one is another $5, $10, something like that. So you can put together, it's not a big deal. You can make it like you need maximum, how much you need? 10 minutes, 20 minutes to install it, all these things. It's gonna take more time to find the channels to read what you want to read and to fix the screen than to connect it. What else? Nothing else. This is my point. What's my point? Why I did that? Why I did that? I'm gonna explain why I did that. Yeah, I didn't explain that. There came some people before, they want to see the air-fuel ratio, all right? And they're putting here cages, they're putting there cages. But these cages, it's what it takes. You have to watch it while you're pushing the car, while you're driving the car, all right? And again, if you have a Honda from 90s, I get it, okay, fine. Or if it's if the car, it's, let us say, racing or whatever, yeah, I get it. But now, do that on a Mercedes, with all due respect, it's about the taste. It's like, you know, I'm drinking my coffee sweet, some other people, they're drinking it black, you know, no sugar, no milk, no nothing, as an example. Yeah, I get it. But there is also another option that's much better, much faster, much more safe, and it's much cleaner. That was my point, all right? And that's it, finish, over now. It's 5:30, fuck, this video is gonna be huge. I hope that you didn't waste your time. All right. See you again on Monday. On Monday, what I have to do? I don't even remember. I have to finalize also the cylinder heads. Yeah, there are some things that need to be done. Thank you. Over and out. Let's go home. I'm gonna try to do it this way. I'm on a highway, cruising. I'm not watching through the phone. All right. Just to show you how does it look like. Cruise control, and you know you can see more than me. If you don't want to see it, don't see it. It has a steady load now. I'm going a little bit, not uphill. You're gonna change the altitude. You're gonna be able to see it from the altitude. That will gonna increase a little bit. Obviously, if you have something better to do, don't watch the video. the street, the road becomes straight, and it's a little bit downhill, not that much. You should see the altitude dropping now, probably. Like I said, I'm not watching. The accelerator pedal that you don't see it there, now you can see it because I play. It's because I have a cruise control. Now I'm gonna turn off the cruise control. Cruise control off. You should see the AFR that it doesn't have any fuel. Traffic light. You can see the location. You can see that it was 50% of the city, 37 highway, it's dropping, idle, 29.8 kilometers. The time, 1 second. Now you're gonna see the pedal that's moving because obviously I don't have a cruise control. You're gonna be much smarter to record the screen and then put the video, the clip at the end with the video. Yeah, it has a sound. Don't ask me why I didn't do it. Yeah, lovely. Where I'm pointing, I don't know. Like I said, I don't have my mind where it's pointing the phone. And cruise control. Speed limit is 80. I'm logging it there and enjoy the ride. That's it. Over and out. Thank you. Back home, and this will gonna be the third or the fourth time that I'm stopping the video. What other thing has? You can click on this cage. This I forget to mention. You can go to display configuration, set minimum value as an example. Okay. Minimum value here in this country, you're never gonna go less than 10 degrees. Alright, so 1 second, and set maximum value as an example. You can put 80 degrees. Now it maximized because it's much more. 1 second, set maximum 130, and you see the scale at 130. Now why it has minus 40 here, don't ask me, I have no clue why. You can put an alarm, as far as I remember. Display, then there is set high warning here. So if I put it now 80 degrees, it's doing this, flashing. I don't remember if it has a sound as well. I think it has a sound, but I don't know how to activate it. I found it one time. Display configuration, size, number of decimal plate, change style. Yeah, in any case, 110. Alright, it's fine. Then you can add another cage if you want. You just click on the screen, add display, and then you can put digital display if you want, and then the specific car. Okay, it says absolute throttle position B here, accelerator pedal position D, E, air fuel ratio commanded, measured, the one that I showed you before here, ambient and temperature, Android device battery level, yeah, average trip speed, barometric pressure from vehicle, okay, catalyst temperature, bank 1 sensor 1, now it dropped 152. Usually it's you have also lambda, that's in voltage, not with the ratio like I had it. Throttle time, it depends what kind of sensor has the car. This is what we're gonna show you here. And there is also, you can, 1 second to turn on the lights because I don't see, you can get also, 1 second, this for Nissan, the plug-in for Nissan. I set up also the profile, Nissan Sentra SV, 1.8 liters, 1400 kilograms, and so on. So where are my real-time informations? Yeah, that's it. Now that's the end. No, honestly, seriously, that's the end. Yeah, by the way, the cages, they are floating. You can put whatever you want. You can change the size. You can put a big one, small one. But once again, this is for years now. This is not something new. The Torque Pro, I don't remember since I have it. I remember that I had the Scan Master back in 2008. The first job I did was in 2007. What I told you before, 2007, 2008, 2007, something like that. It was cheap even that time. Even now it's cheap. It's not expensive. Yeah, that's it. Let's turn off the air conditioner. Waiting now to turn off the fan. See how much fuel is cutting. Sometimes when I'm going to the petrol station and filling up with the fuel, something's wrong with the charcoal canister solenoid valve or with the charcoal canister itself. Why? Because while I'm adding fuel, the air fuel ratio goes to 9 to 1. It's stupid rich, and the engine's shutting down. It starts cutting from the short-term fuel trims. It goes minus 25%. This is enriching the mixture so much, and then the engine's dying. This is happening in one petrol station that's maybe they're putting fast the petrol in, because it's not happening all the time. If you keep some of your foot on the accelerator pedal, when you see that start coming rich, you know, 12 to 1, it's commanded 14.4, 14.6, like now. It's commanded from the ECU 14.6. And then here you see when I'm putting fuel, it goes 13, 12, 10, not all the time, sometimes. So if you keep your foot on accelerator pedal and you keep, let us say, 1500 RPMs, it's sucking the fuel, it's burning whatever it's burning, and then it's not dying the car. I might change the charcoal canister, just in case, to see if we can change something. So that's it. Now idling at 700 RPMs, 2 grams per second. It's adding, it's cutting to reach the target. It's at 96. Yeah, that's it. Over and out. Thank you very much.